Darius Vane, Episode 3. The book that shouldn't exist. The library went black. Not dark, black, as if light itself had been erased. The woman couldn't even see her own hands. "Darius," she whispered. No answer. Then, a match struck. Psht! A tiny orange flame illuminated Darius's face. He stood exactly where he had been moments before, completely unfazed. "You should close your eyes." "What? Now?" She obeyed without thinking. A second later, something screamed. It wasn't the collector. It wasn't human either. The sound was so impossibly loud that the shelves shook and thousands of books slammed shut at once. When the noise finally faded, Darius sighed. "You can look." The collector was gone. Only shattered pieces of its porcelain mask remained on the wooden floor. The woman stared. "You killed it?" Darius knelt and picked up one of the fragments. "No. You can't kill a collector. They're ideas. You only convince them to leave." He slipped the broken mask into his coat. "I'll need this later." Before she could ask another question, a tiny bell rang somewhere deep in the library. Ding. Darius froze. His calm expression disappeared. For the first time, he looked genuinely concerned. "No." The bell rang again. Ding! Then again. Ding! The shelves began moving. Entire bookcases slid across the floor on their own, revealing a narrow stone staircase spiraling downward into darkness. The air that rose from below smelled like old rain and burnt paper. The woman looked at Darius. "What is that?" His answer came almost as a whisper. "The restricted floor. You have a basement?" "No, I have a prison." Another bell echoed upward. This time, it sounded impatient. Darius slowly walked toward the staircase. "I need you to stay here. I'm coming with you." "No, my son is down there, isn't he?" Darius stopped. "I don't know." She grabbed his sleeve. "You said you'd help me." He looked at her for a long moment, then silently handed her the blue lantern. "If the flame turns red." He hesitated. "Run." She swallowed hard. "What if it goes out?" Darius didn't answer. He simply descended into the darkness. Each step echoed through the impossible library. Stone became older. The air became colder. The walls changed from brick to smooth black marble, covered in names scratched by trembling hands. Thousands of them. Some ended abruptly, as if whoever was carving them had simply vanished. At the bottom of the staircase stood a single pedestal. Resting on it was one book. Unlike every other book in the library, this one had no title. Its cover looked alive. Veins pulsed beneath the leather. It almost seemed to breathe. Darius stared at it in silence. "I told you never to call me." The book slowly opened by itself. Its pages flipped faster and faster until they stopped on a single sentence. "The keeper is dying." Darius's face went pale. "That's impossible." The words on the page disappeared. New ones began writing themselves in dripping black ink. "When the keeper dies." The library opens. The floor rumbled. Above him, every door in the library burst open at once. The whispers became screams. Books flew from their shelves. The blue lantern upstairs instantly turned crimson. And, standing in the entrance of the shop, was a man wearing an impossibly white suit. Perfectly clean, perfectly pressed. He smiled as though he had been invited. Then he removed his hat. "Good evening, Mr. Vane. I've come to purchase your library." Darius stared at him. Slowly, he placed one hand inside his coat. Because he knew exactly who this man was. And he also knew the price this customer was willing to pay was the end of the world.